that x is a real number, solve the inequality. So we're given this. So we can, as usual with inequalities, we can break this into two parts. We have the right hand side and we have the left hand side. So the right hand side is over here and left hand side is over here. So I'm going to take the right hand side, and it's going to have 3x plus 5 is less than or equal to 7. 3x is less than or equal to 7 minus 5. 3x is less than or equal to 2. X is less than or equal to 2 over 3. And for the left hand side now, we have 3x plus 5 is, so it's a little bit trickier. Just going to box that up. So this is the same thing as 3x So this is the same thing as negative 7 minus 5 is less than 3x. We could set this equation up like this and have it on the other side, but then with the negative and then you have to change the sign. Some persons might make mistakes. So doing it this way, you can still get the correct answer. So this is now going to be negative 12 is less than, not equal to, 3x. Negative 12, divide both sides by 3. That would be equal to negative 4. So to solve the inequality now, they want both of these values to be put into one expression. Now we have x is less than or equal to 2 over 3, and we have negative 4 is less than x. Negative 4 is less than x is the same thing as x is greater than negative 4. So if we remember a number line, I'm going to put both of these on a number line before we write the final answer. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So 2 over 3 would fall somewhere here. Alright? And negative 4 would be right here. So it's saying that x is greater than negative 4, so this way, but it is less than 2 over 3. So we're going to have x, the bigger one would go up front because this is positive, this is bigger than this, less than or equal to 2 over 3, and then over here we'll have the minus 4. So the reason why I drew the number line was just so that, just to make it easier to put into one equation, because with the difference in signs and the positive and negative numbers, some persons may not necessarily get it, but just the number line just make it a little bit easier. And I did not go through this paper before, and this question is saying to represent this answer on a number line. So basically I'm going to be drawing the number line. I did not know that this was the next thing that I would be asked to do, but we already did it, so let's just put it formally on a number line. So drawing this number line properly, because this wasn't a proper number line, no formal number, no formal line or anything. We just drew the crude numbers. So we'd have 0, 2 upon 3, and we'd have negative 4. Correct? Now we'd have two circles and we're going this way. So, and like so. The two circles with the two arrows. One of the circles has to be filled in. Which one of the circles have to be filled in? How do we know which circle must be filled in? The circle that must be filled in is the one that's associated with the number that is a less than or equal to. Alright, so we'd have an empty circle if it is greater than, an empty circle if it is less than, a filled in circle if it is greater than or equal to, and a filled in circle if it is less than or equal to. So for once it's equal to, you're basically going to just fill in the circle. So this is the completed number line. So we're told that the equation of a straight line is x over 3 plus y over 7 is equal to 1. This line crosses the y-axis at Q. So for persons who may not really understand what this means, so we're just going to draw the axes. So we know that this is the y and this is the x. So we're told that this line, guys, this line is not going to be a perfect line. I'm not going to plot the real line. I'm just going to just do a random line. And it's saying that this line crosses the y-axis at Q. So this is the y-axis, so it's going to cross the y-axis, say here. So this is our line. I should have done that in a different color, but everyone gets the point. So it crosses the y-axis at Q. Determine the coordinates of Q. So Q is just basically asking you to find what point this is. So we know that if the line crosses it at, if it crosses the y-axis, then x is 0. You can see this by looking at the graph. X has to be 0, see? Right here. So if it crosses it up here, x is 0. If it crosses it here, x is 0. If it crosses it here, if it crosses it way down here, so x is still equal to 0. Same thing on if it crosses the x-axis now, y is 0. So if it crosses it here, so y is 0. If it crosses it here, so y is 0. Anywhere it crosses it, the other one is 0. Now this looks a mess. I'm sorry, I should not have done that, but yeah. So if it crosses the y-axis, then x is equal to 0. So we know that x is equal to 0 over 3 plus y over 7 is equal to 1. 0 over 3 is just 0, so we know that y over 7 is equal to 1. Y is equal to 7. So therefore the coordinates at Q, so we know one of them already. We know that 0 is equal to x. So we have x comma y. So we have 0 comma 7. Okay, so we want to find out what is the gradient of this line. So we have x over 3 plus y over 7 is equal to 1. So going to find the LCM, which is just going to be 21. So 3 into 21 is going to leave 7x plus 7 into 21 is going to leave 3. Y is equal to 1. Now that would be 7x plus 3y is equal to 21. Multiplying both sides by 21. So to find the gradient now, we want y on the side by itself. So 3y is going to be equal to 21 minus 7x. Y is going to be equal to negative 7x plus 21 over 3. And that's going to be equal to negative 7 over 3x plus 7. M is going to be equal to negative 7 over 3, which is just the first one. So if we remember the formula for equation of a straight line is y is equal to mx plus c, where c is the intercept and m is the gradient. So we're just going to extract the coefficient of the x for the gradient.